In this session, we're going to explore loving kindness for all beings everywhere, for the boundlessness of life, for life itself. Remember that loving kindness doesn't mean that we like everybody or anybody at all, actually. But we are recognizing the fundamental nature of interconnection, that our lives all have something to do with one another. However alone we might feel or isolated, that's actually not the truth, that's not the reality of how things are. Our lives are intertwined. What happens over there doesn't nicely remain over there. It ripples out over here. And what we do, where we put our energy, what we commit to, it also matters along these strands of connection. To say, may all beings be happy, doesn't mean that we imagine nature will stop being nature, that predators and prey will sit down together, lie down together, and not eat one another. It's just not reality. But in terms of our own minds, our own worldview, we can stop having so much stratification. Only these very few count. We can stop having so much tribalism, in the sense of excluding a vast other. Even though we may get uncomfortable, even though it's not easy sometimes to feel this kind of connection, it does reflect the reality of our lives. And so there's a kind of harmony that happens as we come closer and closer to the truth. Something inside us gets freed as we recognize that we are part of a whole. That we can, in fact, offer, may all beings be safe, be happy, be healthy, live with ease, because that's our statement of what we believe to be a meaningful life. There are many ways in which we say all beings, all creatures, all those in existence. They all actually mean the same thing, although they may perhaps bring up different imagery. So it's like poetry. It's an unfolding. We're watching this practice unfold with a somewhat different cadence or sensibility about different aspects, always leading us toward the whole. Ultimately, a loving kindness practice, any one session, would probably mean beginning with offering loving kindness to ourselves, ending with offering loving kindness to all beings everywhere, and perhaps doing something in the middle. Maybe we have a friend who's having surgery right now, so we offer loving kindness to them. Perhaps we have a friend who's getting an award today, so we offer loving kindness to them. Maybe we have chosen the dry cleaner as our neutral person, and we're going to the dry cleaner today, so we offer loving kindness to them. The basic bookends are beginning with ourselves and ending with all beings. And for this particular section of our practice, we're just going to focus on all beings. Previously, when we worked with groups, that was really looking at the building blocks that brought us to a sense of the whole. Here, we're going right to the sense of the whole. The boundlessness of life. All of life. All of life, no part left out. Working with groups tends to bring us face to face with our preferences and our resistance. Working with all beings tends to bring us to a sense of the vastness of life and our place in that larger whole. Different imagery may arise. Sometimes people will visualize a planet. Sometimes you feel as though you're taking a tour. Different creatures may come up. And remember, this isn't about a particular action. We're not talking about taking someone home with you, giving them money, anything necessarily. But having a heart space that doesn't reject, out of hand, doesn't dismiss, that can have this generosity of the spirit really a heart as wide as the world, whether we're looking at those we ordinarily feel close to, those we don't know, whomever. And if at any time the practice just feels too abstract, you feel lost, then come back. Come back to offering loving kindness to one person and then some groups, and then build back up again to this vast sense of the immensity of life. You can sit comfortably. Let your energy come into your body. And begin offering the phrases of loving kindness to all beings. May all beings be safe, be happy, be healthy, live with ease. May all creatures be safe, be happy, be healthy, live with ease. Notice how you may not tend to think of yourself as a creature, but actually we are. All individuals, all those in existence. Every form of life in front of you and to either side. Behind you. Above and below. May all beings be safe, be happy, be healthy. Live with ease. In the midst of this vast immensity of life, you may find certain beings popping up like a pop-up ad in the computer. Let's say it's yourself. You can fold loving kindness for yourself in with loving kindness for all beings everywhere. And then continue on. Once again, if this starts to feel too abstract or too non-specific, then return for a while to offering loving kindness to one being, perhaps yourself, perhaps a friend. And then you can grow through groups, all beings in this neighborhood, in this state, and continue to expand until once again you come to all beings everywhere. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes, or lift your gaze, and end the session.